Good evening, viewers and subscribers. It's NASCAR Gaming 954, and welcome to it's NASCAR Gaming 954. Welcome to another Let's Play stream on F1 Manager 2022. Welcome, well, you on F1 Manager. Well, on F1 Manager 2022, where you guys may be wondering, where you guys may be wondering with where we got up to last time. Well, you guys may be wondering with where we got up to last time. So last time we left off. Last time we left off, guys. Of course, last time we left off every last time we left off everyone. Of course we did. Last time we left off everyone. Of course. Last time we left off everyone. Of course we did the. Last time we left off everyone. Of course we did the Canadian Grand Prix, where of course. Last time we left off everyone. Of course we did the Canadian Grand Prix, where as you can all see. Last time we left off, we did the Canadian Grand Prix, where as you can all see. As you can all see in the board confidence, they were basically not happy with it. Not happy with the board were not happy with the board were not happy with the performance. The performance last time out in Montreal, Canada. In Montreal, Canada. So that in Montreal, Canada. So this time out, we are going to. So this time out, guys, we are going to the British Grand Prix at the Silverstone circuit. In the Silverstone circuit, or at the Silverstone circuit. At the Silverstone circuit. So before we do anything, guys, of course we will be going over to standings and having a look at we will be going to standings and having a look at the drivers and constructors to see how everything is to see how everything is doing here. Where as you can all see Ferrari's Charles Leclerc leading the way in first. Max Verstappen in Red Bull. Max Verstappen in second, driving for Red Bull. Max Verstappen in second, driving for Red Bull. Carlos Sainz in third, driving for Ferrari. Sergio Perez fourth, driving for Red Bull. Lewis Hamilton fifth, Lewis Hamilton 5th, driving for Mercedes. Fernando Alonso 6th, driving for Alpine. George Russell 7th, driving for Mercedes. Esteban Ocon 8th, driving for Alpine. Pierre Gasly not 7th. Pierre Gasly 9th, driving for Pierre Gasly 9th, driving for AlphaTauri. Valtteri Bottas 10th, driving for Alfa Romeo, which is us. Kevin Magnussen 11th, driving for Haas. Zhou Guanyu 12th, driving for Alfa Romeo. Lando Norris 13th, driving for McLaren. Daniel Ricciardo 14th, driving for McLaren. Yuki Tsunoda 15th, driving for AlphaTauri. Mick Schumacher 16th, driving for Haas. Sebastian Vettel 17th, driving for Aston Martin. Lance Stroll 18th, driving for Aston Martin. Nicholas Latifi in 19th, driving for Williams. Alexander Albon 20th, driving for Williams. And now we have the constructors where we have Ferrari leading Now we have the constructors where we have Ferrari leading the way. Now we have the constructors where Ferrari are leading the way. Red Bull, Ferrari leading the way. Red Bull. Ferrari leading the way. Red Bull second. Red Bull second. Mercedes third. Alpine fourth. Alfa Romeo fifth. AlphaTauri sixth. Haas seventh. McLaren eighth. Aston Martin ninth, and Williams in 10th. So now we will head over to, and so now we will head over back to the home menu here, where we we will now be going to the home menu, where we will be looking at what else needs to be done here. I think so far that is it at the moment. Yeah, so far that is it at the moment. We will look at the inbox in a bit. Okay, I don't think there's anything else before the British Grand Prix that we need to do, and to be honest, I think it's a bit late to do anything for the Grand Prix now. So, so I think we will have to. Wait a little. I think we will have to wait a little bit. The Grand Prix is the Grand Prix weekend is starting today. Of course, it's starting today, or it's starting in game today. So calendar, how are we doing here? We've basically missed out. So yes, we have now missed out on trying to get stuff done. So that's annoying, but it should be okay. We should be okay. So we should be okay. So car development, facilities management. Let's have a little look here. Okay. So 7 million for the factory. 7 million for the factory. 11 million for the design center. That's ridiculous. Wind tunnel, 10 million. CFD simulator, 10 million. Suspension simulator, 10 million. Car part test center, 6,700,000. That's going to take 29 days, 46 days, 48 days, 63 days, 84 days, 75 days. Okay, well, it's possibly, well, it's not possibly, it's probably going to be a good idea to do the wind tunnel, but it is quite expensive, guys. It is quite expensive, so we will carry on saving up. We will carry on saving up for that. The CFD simulator is 10 million. Suspension simulator is also 10 million. Car park test center. Wait, this is 10 million. Car park test center 6,750,000. I think for now we will just save our money, or save our we will just hold up. We will just keep our savings for now, and we will just hold on to our savings for now, and we will possibly come back. We will possibly come back at the end of the race weekend. After the stream, and we will see what else, we can upgrade, or what we can upgrade at that point. I think so. Operations facilities, in the facilities management boardroom, 780. So that's quite cheap. That's quite cheap. 2,850,000 in the hospitality. Weather centre, 2,100,000. Helipad, 360 dollars, or 600, or not 600, or what was it, 600? 360 pounds, or dollars, pounds. Yeah. 1 million, not 700. 1,173,300, and then the tour center, 475,200, and that is okay. That'll take 16 days. So I think at the moment, guys, everything does seem quite expensive. So I think for now we will just hold on to our money, or our savings, and we will come back after the stream. So now we will look at staff to see how everything is doing. Looks like Jan Mochax is looking okay at the moment. He's definitely happy. Memorabilia room, team hub, he's happy with. Contract length is looking okay. Contract length at the moment is 4 years, so he's looking okay with that. Remaining contract 4 years, so at the moment it seems like he's happy with that. So yes, and then we have a performance rating for him, or a development points. That's what I mean. Not a performance rating for him. So yes, and then we have Alessandro Sanelli, Alex Chan. Actually, we might as well look at this. Might as well look at this. So guys, I think it's time. I think right now it's time that we swap around the race engineers and drivers, and we will see how they do for the rest of the season. Ah, welcome into the stream, James. I'm good. Welcome into the stream, James. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. Thanks. How about you? Time to get pizza. Of course it's pizza. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Okay, good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know you. Good to know you had a good day, James. Pizza is amazing. I definitely agree. Of course. I definitely agree. Of course. Yeah, I definitely agree. Of course. So guys, I think it's now about time. That we swap around the race engineers and drivers, and we will see how they get on. And we'll see how they get on with that through the race weekend. So let's see how they do. Swap drivers. So now Zhou Guan Yu's race engineer is Alex Chan, and Valtteri Bottas's race engineer is I've forgotten who it was. I've forgotten who his race engineer was. I've forgotten who his race engineer was. Set up. Jean Becker. Okay. So now it's Jean. Jean Becker is now Valtteri's race engineer, and Alex is so Alex is now Zhou Guan Yu's race engineer. So yes, that's it. So yeah, that's how everything is going at the moment. So now we will carry on looking at the stuff. Well, I think that's basically it. It at the moment. Training. Let's have a look at this. Front rear jacks, tyre changes, wing adjustment, car release. They are definitely looking okay at the moment. Yeah, they're definitely looking okay at the moment, that's for sure. Yep, they are definitely looking okay at the moment, so we should be okay with that. And I think, I now think, guys, it's possibly time to, and it's possibly now time to switch round the. I think it's now time to switch round the not the race engineers. It's now time to switch round the drivers from Zhou Guan Yu to Robert Kubica, and we will now give Robert a chance to race in Formula 1. We will now give him a chance, and we will see how he gets on here. Memorabilia room level 3, team harbour level 2, Race Simulator Level 4. Okay. Okay, so his contract is 4 years. So his contract is 4 years. His remaining contract is his remaining contract isn't going to be until 31st of December 2025. So that's going to be like it's 2020, not 3. It's 2022 now. So it's going to end. We are halfway through the season, so it's going to end in like his remaining contract is going to finish, but it's going to be finished, or it's going to end by, or his contract will end by like it's 2022 at the moment, so 2023, 2024, 2025, so like 3 years, 3 years or so, so yeah. So yes, and this is his career at the moment. So F1 or Formula One, F1 or Formula One. So F1 or Formula One. I think this was possibly either in game or in real life. In game or in real life, so he's done 2 years in Williams, and then 3 years now for Romeo. Okay, definitely interesting. So his growth potential is low, his aggression is low. Or in other words, how aggressive he is on track. Like for example, when it comes to making moves and things like that. So yes, guys. I think that is everything we need to do. We will We will quickly have a look at car 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, 52%. ERS is 25%. Gearbox is 15%. So how many do we have? Okay, we can't look at how many we have in the warehouse. View manufacturers. Oh, we've never looked at this before. So Mercedes, Red Bull, Renault, and Ferrari are the current ones that we have. So I'm guessing all of these ones are locked until we. So I'm guessing all of these. Ones are selected at the start of the season. Oh, okay. So we can't do it. Okay, so guys, we can't do it until the start of season 2. So I guess we'll possibly come back here. We will come back here in 2024, and we will have a look at it then. No, not 2024. 2023. That's what I meant to say. So 2023, we will come back here and look at all of that. So engine, I think we definitely need to change it now. So which one is this one? 55, 52. You cannot buy a new engine for this car. Because one or more is currently unused. Okay. 55, 52. Let's use this engine there. Let's use this engine then. And yeah, let's use that engine then. And then how is Joe's car doing? 49, 56. That would possibly be able to do one more race. That might be able to do one more race. I think. Let's stick it out with it. Let's stick it out and do. Yeah, let's stick it out and use a fresh engine, so we can have more engine power. Okay. So ERS. Yeah, we need to change this. That's for sure. This one's literally dying. Yeah, this one's dying on this one's dying on Valtteri's car, and Zhou's car is looking okay at the moment. Valtteri's car is 25%, so yeah, we definitely need to change this one. This one is 50%, 73%. Okay, so he's currently on the current one at the moment. So we have a fresh engine. We have a fresh engine in Valtteri's car. A new ERS in Valtteri's car. And now we will switch out the gearboxes. His current one is 41%. Install car 1. We will give him a new engine. 40%, 56%, 42%. We will give okay. Oh yeah, we already looked at that. So car 2, we will give Zhou a new gearbox as well, or Zhou's car a new gearbox. Okay, so both cars, I think, now have fresh parts, or now have they now have fresh engine parts, which is good, which is what we want to see. We can't view we can view manufacturers, but we can't really do anything yet. So yeah, we can't really do anything yet, guys. So yes, everyone, we currently can't do anything. Yes, but it looks like everything is okay at the moment. Chassis. Let's see how this is doing. Let's see how this is doing at the moment. So the ATR. So the ATR test sessions. So the ATR test sessions. Let's do 5 hours for the CFD MAU, and then the wind tunnel will do about 7 hours. So let's see how the other 2 hours do. Okay, yeah, let's just stick with 0.5 hours, and then we will do 7 hours for the wind tunnel. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Then we'll just leave that. We'll just leave that where it is. Development. Chassis. We just need. Yeah, we'll just need 2 engineers on the chassis. Actually, we might need quite a few chassis just in case. Yeah, we'll need quite a few. Yeah, we'll need quite a few chassis probably, but I think for now 2 should be okay. We are not in. Yeah, two okay. 2 should be okay. We shouldn't need to rush, or we don't have any need to rush at the moment. So yeah, we don't need to rush at the moment. We'll do that. We need quite a few. Oh, okay. Okay, so we are currently doing front wings manufacturers. Let's see what this is. Yeah, we might need quite a few of these. So we'll do. We'll do about 3. Yeah, we'll do about. Yeah, let's do about 3. Should we do about 3? No, let's do 5. Let's do 500. Yeah, 500. That should be okay. Rear wing, side pods, underfloor, suspension. Yeah, so everything else we can't do yet because we don't really have any slots available. Any slots available because everything else is busy, but that's fine. Mostly everything is everything is on the car, so that's good. That's what we like to see. So yes, guys. I think we are ready to do our performance targets and go to the race weekend. The one thing we need to do before we go to the race weekend, guys, we need to look at our inbox here for of course the race not for of course the race weekend at the British Grand Prix. And oh, for goodness sake, it's raining. You are kidding me. Okay, so I thought we were going to hopefully have a race weekend until I saw it's going to be raining. Okay, let's read the race preparation. British Grand Prix, Alex Chan, race engineer. Good morning, Ashley. The British Grand Prix is almost here. So I wanted to make sure that the team is prepared, but I wanted to make sure that the team is prepared before we leave. It's almost here, so I wanted to make sure that the team is prepared before you leave. As always, please make sure that you've completed the below. Please make sure that you've completed the below before heading to the race weekend. Before heading to the race weekend, check the circuit information to help plan your strategy. Check our sponsor performance targets and potentially guarantee them results for a higher reward. Check that our car builds are using our best car part designs, which we have already done. and then we see this. As you can all see, for the race forecast, moderate rain. Brilliant. I love it when it rains in F1 Manager 22. Not really. So before we go to the next race, before we go to the next race weekend, guys, we will also look at the. We will also look at the. We will also look at the. We will also look at the development points for the drivers here. So once again, everyone. I'm finally looking at this more. We are fine. I'm finally looking at. We are finally looking at this more. We are finally looking at this more. We are finally looking at this more, and I am going to say though, Joe of course isn't going to be competing in. Joe won't be competing this race because Joe isn't going to be competing because we're going to be getting in Robert Kubica for this weekend for this weekend, or maybe a few races, and then maybe at some point we'll get Zhou Guanyu back into the driver's seat for the rest of the season or something, and then there you go. So yes guys, and then there you go. Okay, so I think we will work on his cornering. Seems okay. His braking seems okay. Don't be slow. That was what I was supposed to say. Okay, so I think we'll do. I think maybe reactions. I think maybe reactions. He needs to try and react a little bit quicker. He needs to react a little bit quicker. He needs to react a little bit quicker. He needs to react a little bit quicker. He possibly needs to react a little bit quicker. For when it comes to incidents and things like that, or maybe trying to avoid, avoid incidents and stuff like that. So we will be working on that, of course, I think, and then we will also work on the ability to reduce tyre wear while racing. This allows a driver to push harder and run longer stints on each tyres. That might be pretty good. Control. The ability to prevent racing incidents. Control. That's what I mean. That's the one I mean. Let's do this. Yeah, we'll definitely do that for Zhou. Okay, so we'll be working on his reactions and his smoothness. So then he can run longer. So that'll definitely be good. So yes, so I think we are now ready to go to the race weekend. Finally. Yes, let's go to the race weekend. Let's go to the race weekend. Where it will be possibly raining for the race. Hopefully we'll have a dry race. Hopefully we'll have a dry race though. Hopefully.
We're here in legendary Silverstone, where the very first Formula One World Championship Grand Prix was held back in 1950. It's a place where every tuft of grass breathes motorsport, and the crowd are already crackling with excitement. Silverstone demands a lot of power from cars, with numerous twists and historic turns. Downforce is going to be a key factor to manage if teams want to succeed here. The season is about halfway through, and it makes me wonder what else is in store for the teams. Well, there's only one way to find out. The competition is on.
And that is quite true, Crofty. Quite true. That is quite true indeed. And practice 1. So practice 1. Okay. So cloudy, partly cloudy on Friday, which is today. Partly cloudy, and also sunny, on and it's also sunny, of course, and that will be tomorrow. And then Sunday it's going to be raining for the Grand Prix. Yay. I'm actually not looking forward to that, guys. I'm actually not. Okay. Go to practice 1. Simulate the session. You sure you want to simulate the session? Yes. Next. So, Charles Leclerc and Pierre Gasly have grid penalties. For Sunday already. Looks like they're planning to change engine parts or something. 7th and 16th for Zhou Guanyu. I just realised, guys, I forgot to switch the drivers around. Max Verstappen is quickest in practice 1. Continue. Yeah, I forgot to switch the drivers around. Whoops. Actually, let's see if I have a chance to still do it. No, okay. Continue. Oh no, wait a minute, I might still be able to do it here, maybe? No, okay. Okay, guys, so we're going to have to wait until next week in Austria. Oh, for goodness sake. I apologise, guys. I thought I remembered to do it. I completely wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, so I do apologise, everyone. So yeah, yes, I do apologise. We will switch the drivers around. We will switch the drivers around next weekend. We will switch the drivers around next weekend. I think it is Austria. Think it is possibly going to either be Austria or it's going to be France. I think it's Austria next. Yeah, I think after this it's Austria. So we'll do 4.0 we will do 4.5 degrees, 13.5 degrees, 7.3 on the anti-roll distribution, 3.20 on the tire camber, and then 0.40 on the toe out. Let's see how Valtteri goes with that. Everything else for Zhou is really bad. It's really bad, but he's happy with the cornering. Okay, so we'll do 3.5, 3.5, 12.5. We'll do 7.3, 7.3, and then we'll do 3.15, maybe a little bit more, 3.10, 3.10, 0.30. Should I do 0. No, I'll do 0.25. Let's see how he gets on with that. Okay, go to practice 2. Yes. Yes, let's simulate practice 2, see how they do with that. Next. Charles Leclerc first in practice 2, or first quickest in practice 2. Valtteri Bottas is 9th. Okay, maybe he didn't, or maybe he didn't like the setup, or maybe he wasn't happy with it. In other words, Zhou Guanyu 14th. Yeah. Okay. So Mick Schumacher, Pierre Gasly, and Charles Leclerc have engine penalties. I believe they are engine penalties, unless they are incident related, and something happened or whatever. I have no idea. Okay, so continue. 78 and 77 on the track acclimatization. Set up confidence 44. Set up confidence for Zhou 44. Okay.
Hello and thank you for joining us as our race weekend unfolds. Free practice is nearly done, and that means that qualifying awaits. By the end of the day, we'll know who's leading at the front, who's packing out the midfield, and who's bringing up the rear. All 20 drivers competing will be pushing their cars to the limit, pushing themselves to the limit too. But if they can push beyond those limits, well, the very best find themselves mounting a challenge for the championship. Stay with us as we see who can deliver on motorsport's biggest stage.
Quite true, Crofty. Quite true. Practice 3 is qualifying is about to start. Oh, well, qualifying is about to start after practice 3, of course. Okay, let's see how they both have their setups. Bad, good, bad, bad, good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. Okay. Okay, let's see how Zhou is doing with his setup. Is he happy or is he not happy with it? Okay, he's happy with the wing angle. Okay, so he's happy with the wing angle, but he's not happy with the okay, so he's not happy. Okay, so he's happy with the wing angle, but he's not happy with the rear wing. Okay, so we'll do 12.5. Yeah, we'll do 12.5. 7.3. 0.45. Let's see how... Oh no, we were looking at Joe's setup there. Whoops. Okay, let's look at Valtteri's here. So, bad, good, bad. So, bad, good, bad, good. Bad, good, bad, good. Bad, okay. So, he's not happy with the front wing angle. So, that's one thing he's not happy with. He's uncomfortable with. 10.5. Let's try 11.5. 5. Let's try 12.5. 4.5. Let's try 3.05. Let's try that. Let's see how Valtteri feels with that setup. Go to practice 3. Simulate the session. Yes. Okay. Next. 10th and 12th. Okay, we're not going to have a great weekend here, are we? Even with a good engine, we're not going to do well here, I don't think. 52%, 62%. Okay. Qualifying 1. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, Zhou Guan Yu has a Zhou Guan Yu has a penalty because we replaced the engine parts. I completely forgot about that. So yes. Start qualifying. Okay, so I completely forgot about that. Okay, so let's go to qualifying 1. You sure you want to manage this session? Yes, I am.
Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, that's what I'm meant to do. Race control, DRS enabled. Okay. Okay, let's send out Zhou first. Let's send out Zhou once again, guys. I do apologize. I do apologize about forgetting to switch out the drivers, but I think at some point, I will switch the drivers round. Like I said earlier, next weekend. So yes, I will switch them round next weekend, and hopefully I remember. Okay, so Zhou is about to start his lap here. He's about to start his lap here. Let's see what he can do. Come on, Zhou. Come on, Zhou. Show us what you can do. Show us what you can do, mate. .153. Okay, let's see his sector 2 time. Come on, mate, show us your sector 2. Come on, mate, show us your sector 2 time here. Show us how good you are on track. Show us how good you are on track, mate. Come on. And I'm definitely thinking, guys, maybe we should maybe we should start sending our drivers out on track earlier, because then it's more quiet and we may have a stronger chance of possibly grabbing or getting ourselves a good position on track for the Grand Prix. So 38.9 for sector 2, sector 3 24.3, 92, and his overall time was a 129.527. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Oh no, a Red Bull is going to be coming through here in a second. Yeah, looks like a Red Bull. Yeah, Red Bull is currently there at the moment, which most likely means if it's Max or Sergio. Yeah, I think the Red Bulls are going to be pretty dominant because of their really good straight line speed. Especially back in 2022, especially back in 2022 when they were lightning fast. Well, they were, of course, I think they were lightning fast. So they were pretty quick. So yeah. Okay, let's now send out Valtteri. Yeah, let's send out Valtteri before Joe gets back to the garage.
Okay. Understood. We need to set pit limiter on.
Joe's now back into the garage. Valtteri is now out on track. Okay, let's see how Valtteri does here. 11 minutes to go. I think we might be able to get a pretty good run in here. We might be able to get some pretty good we might be able to get some pretty good laps in here, or pretty good lap, hopefully. But now Valtteri's now on track. Valtteri's on track. We will now just fast forward to when he gets back to the line. Okay. So Valtteri's now onto his flying lap. A 26.0 26.030 is his current quickest sector 2, and now he's onto his sector 1. Now he's onto his sector 2 time. Now he is onto his sector 2 time here. I'm having a feeling we might get knocked out of qualifying 2 here. No, qualifying 1 here. But we will have to wait and see. 39.010 for Valtteri's sector 2 time. Okay, pretty good so far. Okay, so he's currently 4th. So Joe is Joe is now 4th. Valtteri is 3rd. And Joe is now 5th. Valtteri is 3rd. So yes, yes, guys, everything is going well so far. everything is going well so far. Until our luck will probably until our luck basically just goes. Our luck will basically just go on Sunday because of once again everyone the rain, of course. So yeah. So we probably won't have any luck on Sunday anymore. So that won't be very good. But we will have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see because of course we did upgrade the weather center, so we will see how much luck we get. We will see how much luck we get, but it's probably not looking good. Let's skip to the end of the session. We might get knocked out of qualifying 1 here, not 2. We might get knocked out, but let's see. I did not mean to activate the thing there. I did not mean to activate the race strategy there. And we will skip to the end of the session. 8th and 10th. Knew it. 9th and 10th. Brilliant. Brilliant. What else is going to happen? What else is going to happen to us? At least both drivers get through. Both drivers get through. Yeah, both drivers managed to get through to Q2, which is good. Which is definitely good. Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu 10th and 11th. And Charles Leclerc with the fastest lap of qualifying, or qualifying 1 for provisional pole at the moment. Continue. Let's once again have a little look at practice 1. So practice 1 we were 7th and 16th. Practice 2 we were 9th and 14th. And practice 3 10th and 12th. So we were really quick at the beginning of the weekend with practice 1, practice 2, 9th and 14th, and then practice 3, 10th and 12th. Okay, now let's go to qualifying 2. Yep. Continue. 52. Bad. Good. Great. Bad. Okay, well, we're not looking at setups and stuff anymore because it's now past. It's now past practice. It's now onto qualifying, so we won't look at that anymore. Okay, so now let's go to qualifying 2. Manage qualifying 2. Yes, we would love to do that, of course.
Radio check. Radio check.
Okay, session has started. Okay, so session has started, but both of our drivers managed to get through. Okay, let's go straight to the end of the, not the end of the session, not to the end of the session. Let's go to maybe about 8 minutes in. Okay, let's go to
run wide.
Schumacher running wide. Let's see
what
this.
happened there. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher. They go wide, right off the racing line.
Yeah, great job, Schumacher. Great job. Great job. Okay, let's send out Valtteri. Let's send out Valtteri. Send out Valtteri. He's now on track. Yep, he's now out on track. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream pro. Welcome to the stream pro 137. How's your Tuesday been? How's your Tuesday been? Okay, I think Valtteri. Yeah, so Valtteri is currently on his flying lap. Yeah, he's currently on his flying lap and... No, not flying lap, he's currently on his out lap. He's currently on his out lap and he's about to go onto his flying lap here. Okay, let's look at his sectors here. Let's look at his sector times. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go in qualifying. .994. That is fairly quick. That is fairly quick indeed. And I think while we still have a chance, I think we will also send out Zhou. So both of our drivers can set some, or can not some laps, can set a lap. Valtteri is now onto his yeah, so Valtteri is now onto his, oh, that was the wrong one. Oh, there we go. Okay, so his sector 2 time 38.817, and he goes, I think that was P7. P7, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. Which is what we like to see. As Zhou is now out on track. Zhou's now out on track. I think he is doing his flying lap here. Yep, he's now onto his flying lap. Let's skip to when he starts his flying lap here. Okay, so he's now starting his flying lap here. Let's see what his sector times are. Roger is now heading into the pits. Okay, so let's watch Zhou's lap. Let's watch Zhou's lap here. 26.113. 26.113 is pretty good. So 26.113 is definitely good, that's for sure. And of course, a Red Bull. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised, guys? Yeah, I don't think any of us are surprised that it's a Red Bull. Of course it is. Every single weekend they seem to be dominating. They seem to be dominating the race every single weekend, it seems like. Until Ferrari sometimes have managed to Ferrari have managed to do something at least. So Zhou actually has gotten through. So that's why I just had to switch drivers there for a second. Okay, so Zhou's heading back to his garage. Who is this? Is this Valtteri? No, Valtteri's in. Oh, Valtteri is currently in. Let's go to when Zhou is back in his garage. I think so far both drivers have managed to get through. Never mind. Zhou's been knocked out of qualifying. Valtteri makes it through. Yeah, so Zhou's managed to make it through. No, Valtteri managed to make it through. Max Verstappen, 127.9. 127.9. Of course he's going to Max Verstappen's going to top Q2 or qualifying 2. Of course he is. It just wouldn't be Formula 1 if he wasn't doing that, would it, guys? And then these are the drivers who have been knocked out of Q2. These are the drivers who have been knocked out of Q2. These are the drivers who have been knocked out of Q2. Zhou Guanyu, Yuki Tsunoda, Lando Norris, Daniel Ricciardo, Mick Schumacher. And then the other drivers who got knocked out of Q1: Kevin Magnussen, Sebastian Vettel, Lance Stroll, Nicholas Latifi, Alexander Albon. Continue. Okay, let's see how Valtteri's set up his bad, good, great, bad. Okay. Start qualifying. Manage qualifying 3. Okay, so manage qualifying 3, and I'm just going to go and do something. I'm going to go and have a quick break, guys, and I will be back in a bit. Okay, guys, I am now back. And we will now do qualifying 3. Manage qualifying 3. You sure you want to manage this qualifying session? Yes, I am.
Radio check. Copy.
Okay, session has started. Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay, let's go around the end of the session. Let's go to around the end of the session, I think. Okay, I think 5 minutes should be good. Let's send Valtteri out for his one and only lap in qualifying. And we will just skip to when he starts his qualifying lap here. Two minutes to go. 2 minutes to go at the moment. As a Mercedes decides to try and ruin Valtteri's lap, which is definitely useful. Not really. Okay. So Valtteri's sector 1 time 27.515. Okay, so 27.515 is his current sector time. Okay. $38.941 is his second sector, is his current, no, is his next sector time, and his sector 3 and his sector 3 time is a 24.358. Okay, so that also puts him 10th, or in other words, last. Okay, how much fuel does he have? Okay, we can't really check that at the moment. If he has enough fuel, we could cancel the call-in. Yeah, you know what? Let's get him to do a lap. We need to refuel soon. Call car in. Okay. Yeah, let's just do that then. As I've done that again, I've done that twice this weekend. As I just accidentally activated the thing. Yeah, as I accidentally just activated the yeah. driver entering the pits. Driver entering the pits. He's coming into pit now. Heading into pit now. Yep. Right, that's the end of the session. Good work. Okay, so Valtteri managed to get through. And I'm not sure if we'll be able to... yeah, I'm not really sure if we'll be able to do very well in the race because of it, or in the Grand Prix, because it's going to be raining tomorrow, or in game tomorrow, of course. Let's go straight to the end. Let's go straight to the end here, I think. Okay, so qualifying 3 results. Max Verstappen tops Max Verstappen tops pole position. Max Verstappen tops qualifying 3 and qualifying altogether. Charles Leclerc second. Carlos Sainz third. Sergio Perez fourth. Lewis Hamilton fifth. George Russell 6th, Fernando Alonso 7th, Esteban Ocon 8th, Pierre Gasly 9th, and Valtteri Bottas in 10th. And then we have all of the drivers here who have been knocked out from the other 2 qualifying sessions, of course. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there you go. So there you go, continue. And now we're on to the race weekend.
The grid is packed and there's electricity in the air. But there's no surprises in that. It's race day.
Alfa Romeo managed to meet expectations during qualifying. And if they can keep this up, they'll have a good race ahead of them. Although we didn't see a standout performance from Alpine during qualifying, everything's still open to them during this race. The weather is very overcast here, and teams are staring at the sky, watching for the first sign of rain. Strategies might have to be quite flexible going into today's race.
This is sure to be quite the spectacle then, and we've got a front row seat for today's race here at Silverstone.
Okay, guys. So, okay, guys. So, it's not going to be. It's not going to be raining at the start of the race, but it will be raining at the possibly around the middle or the end. Maybe around to the middle or the end, maybe with like 5-6 laps to go, maybe 10 or 20 laps, 10, 20, 15 laps or somewhere around there. Okay, so the starting position 9th for Valtteri, and then Zhou is going to be 13th on the grid. Okay, so let's see if it's raining. Add new strategy. Let's see what the game thinks. Medium, hard, medium, hard, hard, medium, soft. Okay. Well, if it's going to be raining, okay, it will be dry around the end of the race. So it will be dry around the end of the race, but at that point, at that point, guys, what else are we going to be able to do? So yeah, what else are we going to be able to do? We'll have to think about this one here. So, okay, so the weather forecast says. So the weather forecast says it's going to be. Says it's going to be dry for the start. So it looks like. So it looks like around. So it looks like around. So it looks like around maybe. It's going to start raining around. Looks like lap 16, 15, maybe around 16, 15, maybe around there. So, yeah, so I think we will start on. Okay. So I think we will start on mediums. I think we will start on mediums. Go to softs and then, or maybe we'll just do. This is where we have to think about strategy here. So the rest of the race will be like. So most of the race will be like around dry. It will be around like dry or something like that. No, most of it will be wet. Most of it will be wet weather running, and then it's going to be sunny. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be sunny and cloudy, and then the race will finish then the race will finish with cloudy conditions. So I think we will go mediums, and then yes, I think mediums to hards like around lap 31. Yeah, so I think we will do. Yeah, so I think we will do something like that around lap 30 for Valtteri, lap 31. I mean. Okay, so mediums. Lap 30. Yeah, lap 33. Let's do lap 33. No, let's do lap 32 actually. And then I guess we will wait and see with what happens with the weather. We will wait and see what happens with the weather, and once it's around the time when it's starting to rain and everyone is reacting, once everyone reacts, I think it's probably going to be best for us to react as well. So, or to react to the rain. So yeah, we will try that. We will go from mediums to hards on lap 32. Actually, is that probably going to be a good idea, because it's going to be raining like around lap 15. Okay, let's pit around. It's going to be dry around here, so let's pit around lap 12 for hards. And then if we want to use the mediums later, if we want to use the mediums later, if we want to use the mediums later, then we can, because we wouldn't have used the tyres that much at all, or that much at that point. So I think we will do that. That might be the best way to do it. So strategy D. So we will pit our drivers early and save good sets of tyres. I think. That might be the good way to do it. To save good sets of tyres. And mediums and hards are definitely the tyres to save. Especially since the tyres can save as well. No. The mediums and hards can save. Mediums, well, you basically can't get to the end of the race. Hards, you probably could, but best not to risk it, I guess, is the best way to do it. So we will do mediums, hards, and then like looks like it's going to rain around, or start raining around lap 17. Okay, so it looks like it's going to rain around lap 17. Interesting, that's for sure. So I think we will do lap 12 and 14. So we will pit our drivers early, and then once it starts raining, we will react, I think. That might be the best way to do it. And then we will be able to save a set of good tyres for the end of the race. I think that might be the best way to do it. And plus we've also plus guys, we've also done some work with Zhou Guanyu, as you guys may remember, at the start of the stream, or at the start of this, at the start of the stream. So, create strategy D. We will definitely be doing that, and that should be good. Strategy D. They're both on the same strategy, which is mediums, hards, and then So yes, I think we can now go to the British Grand Prix. Let's go. Start race.
It's a bit of a cloudy day for the race, but the atmosphere as ever is electric. And there's Valtteri Bottas. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either way for them. And there's Joe, down the grid. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. And we're just moments away now. Anticipation is high, and the drivers are ready for this. The British Grand Prix.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay, guys. So here we go. Here we go for the British Grand Prix. So far, Valtteri's having a pretty good start. Let's see if we can try and help him out a bit. Trying to get in front of Ocon here. You're in P8.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo. Let's take a closer look. Now we see Valtteri Bottas.
Okay. Managed to make the move there.
Which moves them up a position.
Managed to make the move.
The team watching on and clearly loving that.
Good to see the team are happy with that move. Hopefully the team are definitely happy. Hopefully the team are definitely happy with. Hopefully they are both. Not both. Hopefully they are all happy with that move, and hopefully they are all happy with that move, and we continue to do well, and then the board will be happy with us by the end of the Grand Prix. That's what we are hoping.
Use overtake.
Copy.
Set ERS to deploy and go for it. Yep. Okay, so Zhou can't get through. He's struggling.
And remember to use overtake.
Copy.
Let's try and get in front on the straights. Try and get in front of Lando Norris. I think Lando Norris is going to defend here. Yep, he defends. He defends, just going to keep the car into deploy now. Okay, let's see how Valtteri's doing. Valtteri is 8th. At the moment, we will just place his car into neutral at the moment. Overtake failed. Nice attempt. She'll get him next time. Next time she'll get him next time. Okay. Okay, so I imagine so far.
Okay, nice work.
Okay, I imagine so far they are getting on well. So far it looks
Alfa
like
Romeo just moved up a place.
Zhou overtakes Norris.
Let's have a look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one.
We didn't even see that.
Gaining a position there. They make it look so easy.
We didn't even see it.
I think it's safe to say that
Really?
went down well with the team.
We didn't even get to see the overtake. We didn't even get to see it. Really? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, let's try and catch up to Alonso here. Fernando Alonso in front Fernando Alonso in front in that Alpine.
DRS enabled.
Okay, Zhou in 11th. Race controllers not disabled DRS. DRS enabled. They have now enabled DRS, is what I meant to say. Okay, so Zhou's 11th now. Zhou is now 11th, which is what we like to see here on lap 3. That's what we like to see here on lap 3, I think. Okay, so far he's definitely looking good on moves, and his training is really paying off. Training is really paying off. I think that's a
Good job.
We can
a
take a look
Ferrari.
now. Watch this.
Good.
There's Leclerc.
Good.
Lose
Good.
it there. That's the spin.
Good job. Good job.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Ferrari strategies probably. Ferrari being Ferrari. Ferrari being Ferrari. Oh, that is actually quite funny. Yeah, that is actually quite funny. Yeah, that's quite funny. I'm sorry, guys, but that is just fun. That is just funny. Not McLaren. Ferrari just doing Ferrari things with Charles Leclerc. They are just doing Ferrari things with Charles Leclerc. And to be honest, I don't think he's happy with yeah, I don't think I don't think he's happy with that, and if he isn't, I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him.
Good job, good job.
And so Zhou is doing okay on
A position
battery.
gained for Alfa Romeo.
Sonoda
Here's the
overtakes
replay. Let's take another
Sonoda.
look. There we have Joe.
No, Zhou overtakes Sonoda. What?
Moving up a place there. Excellent work from them.
Yeah, it definitely seems like his training is paying
That
off.
was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted.
Yeah, Zhou's training is really paying off. His training is really paying off. That's what we like to see. It's probably just going to go. It's probably just going to go by the time the. Yeah, it's probably just going to go by the time. Yeah, it's probably just going to go by the time.
Charge on. Yep.
But yeah, it's probably just going to go by the time rain arrives. But yeah, if the rain arrives,
Switch charge on. Copy.
if the rain arrives, then yeah, things are not going to go well for us. Things are not going to go well for us, but yes, guys, things are probably not going to go well for us. But things are definitely not going to go well for Ferrari's Charles Leclerc, as he is now in 19th. Yeah, poor Charles. But to be honest, to be honest, guys, he's in another team. He's in another team. We don't need to worry about him. We probably don't need to worry about him. So yeah. Yeah, so we don't need to worry about him. But I am just going to say, guys, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky, and we have a dry race. It might happen. It might happen. If we can get lucky, and it doesn't rain for us, then we are good. Then we should be good. But it did say that it could rain. It could rain.
Charge on. Copy.
It could rain this race weekend.
Mode race. Oh, good.
Or it could rain this weekend, so yeah, so it could rain
Mode charge.
this weekend.
Copy.
But hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't rain today. Because if it rains, well, to be honest, I think that's just curtains for our Grand Prix. So if it rains, that's basically curtains for our Grand Prix, and there you go.
What happened there?
Okay, let's see how. Position lost. John Becker. Okay, he was saying.
Mode race.
Copy. Yeah, he was saying that Valtteri lost his position and he needs to keep pushing.
Go to mode charge. Copy.
Okay, so I think Valtteri should be okay. How's the ERS looking? Yeah, the ERS is definitely looking okay. I am going to say that ERS is new. That ERS system is new, so he should be good. Yeah, so So Valtteri should be good. He should be good for most of the race, for most of the Grand Prix. ERS for Zhou is looking good at the moment. Engine for him is looking good. Gearbox is looking good. his powertrain temperature 100 and 100 and something. Yes, now it's now around 99, 100. So that's looking good at the moment as well. So yeah, so far it's looking okay. So far the rain hasn't arrived, which is the good thing, which is definitely good, and that's why we decided. That's also why we decided to try and pit our drivers early, just in case the rain does come at some point. Because if the rain does decide to come along and
Charge on. Yeah, copy.
so just in case the rain does decide to come along and ruin. Yeah, if the rain does decide to come along and ruin our Grand Prix, then yeah, that won't be great.
Charge on. Copy.
That will not be great.
Mode race. Copy.
That will not be great for us, I don't think. Okay, so Valtteri has oh no, not that. Yeah, so Valtteri's in 6th at the moment. Joe is 9th. So far we're having a really good Grand Prix. Well, to be honest, the only reason we are having a good Grand Prix so far is mainly because it's around the start of the Grand Prix, or it's around the start. So yeah. What's this for? Oh no, what's this for Valtteri here? Oh yeah, he's pitting in. Yeah, he's pitting in a lap or so. Yeah, he's pitting in a lap or so, and once again, guys, as you can all see, only 84% on the mediums. Only 84%, so only like 14 or so percent has been used. Like, around 40%. No, not 40%. So yeah, like 14%, 14%, 14%, 15, not 15, 25, not 20%. Yeah, so it's only used like 24 to 14 to 20% of the tire life, so that's pretty good. I just did that by accident, but yes, guys, we are looking good on
Charge on. Copy.
yeah, we are looking good on everything at the moment.
Mode race. Copy.
Valtteri is in 6th. He does have 2 Alpines behind him. Okay, he does have 2 Alpines behind him. Entered the pit window. Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay, so he's entered the pit window. Pit window is active. So I think at the moment we will carry on with the hards. But yeah, we will carry on with the hards at the moment. No, we won't be doing that. So we will carry on. With the medium hards strategy at the moment, because that's looking okay. Yeah, so we will carry on with that. Pit this lap.
Box. Okay, box.
That is some pretty good tyre wear we have there. That is some pretty good tyre wear. Even though it's only around the beginning of the race, but yeah. It's only around the beginning of the Grand Prix, but so far we're looking okay. Let's see where Valtteri is at the moment, or maybe should we sit? Now let's actually I think we'll let's stay out. Now I think we should let's stay out. I think we should. I think we will stay out and we will see what Alpine do. So 9 to 15. Yeah, so I think we will. I don't think we will pit.
More charge, more charge. Copy that.
Yeah, so we won't pit Bottas yet or Valtteri yet because
More charge, more please.
Copy that.
because we want to see if we can. Yeah, we want to see what the Alpines do. We want to see what the Alpines do, because as soon as the Alpines are gone, then we should be okay. We won't have to worry about them, hopefully. And so yes, guys, we won't have to worry about them at that point, because they won't have to. Because at that point, they'll be long gone. They'll be long gone behind us. So yeah, they'll be long gone. So Valtteri. So Zhou is currently 9th. Zhou is currently 9th. His pit window is coming up soon. So yes, his pit window is coming up soon. So I think at the moment we will at the moment leave both drivers out. We're going to wait until it fully rains, and then once it rains, so far it looks like, of course no one's pitted for so at the moment no one's pitted for what's it called? No one's pitted for wets. Okay, so so no one's pitted for wets yet. We are definitely going to pay attention to the what's it called? To the Zhou's pit window is active. For now we should be okay. We will just leave that, I think. We will just leave that until it starts raining. And then once it starts raining, hopefully it doesn't, and we get a load of luck. If we get a load of luck throughout the Grand Prix, or throughout the rest of the Grand Prix, we should be good. And if it rains on, we should be good. And if it rains on the final lap, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it rains on the final lap, it doesn't matter, because then, yeah, it really doesn't matter at that point, because well, the race will be done. The race will be over. Well, it's going to be, technically the race will be over, even though there's only one more lap of racing left. But when it comes to 52 lap 52 of 52, then yeah. Okay, this is the optimal lap for pitting. Ignore. For now, we will just leave it.
Copy.
For now, guys, we will just leave it and see how we do. We will just leave it and see how we do, I think.
Who's running wide there?
That's no to run wide. Or
now
runs
let's look
wide.
at this. The focus on Tsunoda. Going wide like that could cost them valuable time.
Really? 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 That's not an actual incident. That's not an incident. Like, honestly, why do they think that is exciting? We'd rather see battles. We want to see racing. We want to see battles. That's what we want to see in Formula One. We don't want to see well, yeah. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah, we want to see racing. We want to see battle, or we want to see battles, not things like that. Not silly things like that where drivers just go, where drivers just go, oh, we've ran wide. Like really? I don't think that sounds.
Charge on.
Doesn't really sound that exciting. Doesn't really sound that exciting, but exciting, but sure. But sure. Okay, so Zhou is currently 9th at the moment. Valtteri is still saving battery.
Switch charge on. Understood.
Yeah, he's still saving battery at the moment.
So most likely more rain coming.
Oh, great.
Copy.
Wet weather predicted. Yeah, so it looks like rain will definitely be coming. So we definitely made a good decision with staying out at that point. We definitely made a good decision. We definitely made a good decision. Otherwise, it would have been rain, or it would have been a Monaco situation. Where you guys remember in Monaco, we had a really bad race. We had a really bad race in Monaco. So yes, we will wait until the track is wet. We will wait until the track is fully wet, or yes, guys. We will wait until the track is basically wet, and then we will pit. Ignore. For now, guys, I think we will just, for now we will just leave it. We will just leave the strategy. We will wait until it rains, and then once it rains, I think we will react. So, yeah. So, yes, we are once again going to wait until, we will wait until, we will wait until the rain comes. We will wait until the rain comes along, and then once rain has came along, we will pit for inters, or for intermediates, in other words. So Valtteri has missed his pit window, but let's see what everyone else is doing. So far, no one's pitting for. So far no one's pitting for intermediates. Of course they wouldn't do that yet because, well, it's not raining. So yeah, I don't think that would make sense if I don't really think that would make sense, would it, guys? If it wasn't raining yet, and everyone pitted, that would just be pointless. That would just be completely pointless. So we will wait until so we will wait until it rains, and then once it starts raining, and then maybe everyone else reacts, we will then start thinking about then we will start thinking about then we will start thinking about switching tyres. So yeah. But so far we are looking at so far, everything is looking good. Okay, so Valtteri is position 6. Valtteri is position 6, as I'm on the wrong thing there. Joe is 9th. So let's see where Ocon is at the moment. So it looks like so it looks like yeah, Joe is miles back from Ocon, I think.
Coming.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely starting to rain now. Is anyone pitting for intermediates yet? Rain starting. Yep, the millimeters is going up very quickly. It's going up very quickly. So yeah, it's definitely going up now. It's definitely going up, that's for sure. The track is now getting damp. Okay. Copy that. Yeah, so I wonder if anyone's going on to you know what, I was kind of thinking about this one anyway. So is anyone going to Inters yet? So far, no. Wait, look. Okay. So Red Bull are pitting Max. Carlos is pitting. No, Ferrari are pitting Carlos. Lewis Hamilton is pitting for intermediates. George Russell is pitting for intermediates. Oh, it looks like a double stack in Mercedes. Intermediates, wets. Who else is pitting? So far, no one else. Competitor pit stop. Okay. Lap history, tyre history. Okay, so that's how everything is looking so far. So George Russell is on George Russell is on wets. Alonso is on inters. Ricardo is going from mediums to inters. Kevin Magnussen is going from hards to really wet outs there. Okay. So he's going from hards to intermediates. But Vettel is now going on to wets. Stroll is going on to wets. Latifi's going from intermediates to wets. Albon is now hards to wets. I think that was.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Russell overtakes Zhou. Yeah, okay, so everyone's on intermediates. Yeah, okay, let's pit them both. Let's pit them both. Okay, so I think we will do. They said it was really damp out there. Yeah, so it says 4.76. Alonso overtakes Zhou. Okay, let's put on intermediates? Nope, not that. Okay, so should we put on let's put on intermediates. Let's see how intermediates do.
Box. Okay, box.
Okay, Mercedes and yes, I do. Yes, I know. Yes, I know, team. I know, but I do know, team. But I am changing Valtteri's tyres and also Zhou's tyres now. onto from mediums to wets. No, not wets. Inters. Probably a bad idea. But let's see. So Valtteri is going from mediums to wet, not wet. Mediums to intermediates. Zhou, we will look at his strategy in a second. Ferrari strategy. Lol. Yeah. What? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? We're on intermediate. Well, we went from mediums to inters or intermediates. Mediums to intermediates. Maybe we should have gone into not intermediates. Maybe we should have gone wets. But to be honest, I think we should be okay. We should be okay, hopefully. Okay, now we will pit Zhou. Let's pit Zhou on intermediates then. That's the wrong thing. Not intermediates. No, let's put him onto wets then, maybe. Yeah, let's put him onto wets. Let's see how they both do. I don't think I don't think it's gonna go well, but let's see. Valtteri Bottas overtakes Leclerc. Okay. Or Leclerc.
Did I go? Understood. Hit limiter on.
Okay, so Valtteri's now on intermediates. It's probably going to be terrible. Okay, incident in sector 3. Oh no, what's happened? Okay, so Zhou's going from. Oh no.
Let's take a look at the replay.
Oh no.
Daniel Ricciardo
What's happened
involved
here?
here.
Okay.
What a spin out!
That's not a spin out. That's not a spin out.
The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too
That
badly.
is not a spin out. He just got tap. He just got a light tap off of the track. He just got a light tap and then went off of the track. Like, really? Really? Okay, so Zhou has gone from mediums to wets. Leclerc has gone from mediums to wets. No, whatever. So whatever tires he was on. He was on. Let's see what tires Leclerc was on. So Leclerc was on. If I can find him, Leclerc was on mediums, and he's now on to intermediates. Okay. Oh, George Russell is now in. Oh, maybe. Okay, so he's in. Maybe he didn't like. Maybe he didn't like the wets and he wanted to go on to intermediates or something. Oh no! I hope we haven't made a bad strategy call. Have we just made a big mistake or something? I hope we haven't made a mistake here. Mostly everyone is on intermediates. Mostly everyone is on intermediate. So hopefully we haven't made a mistake here. I hope. Yeah, hopefully we haven't made a mistake here. We might have made a mistake, but let's see.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Leclerc overtakes Zhou.
Let's have a look. Okay, here's the Ferrari. they get past, which moves them up a position.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so Aston Martin pit Vettel and Stroll. Tyres slightly overheating. Tyres are a little warm. Okay, so Valtteri is on intermediate, intermediates. So he's on intermediates at the moment. Zhou's on wets. Oh, okay. Maybe we have made a mistake and we were supposed to be on intermediate. Yeah, intermediates. Maybe we made a slight mistake with Zhou or something. Hopefully we didn't. Hopefully we have not made a massive mistake and we should have been on another tyre or whatever. Yeah, hope we haven't made a mistake here. Lap 21 of 52. We've still got quite a while. Yeah, we still have quite a while in the Grand Prix. Yeah. Yeah, so we still have quite a while in the Grand Prix to go. So Valtteri is in 7th, which is definitely what we like to see. So let's see if we can try and catch up to let's see if we can try and catch up to Mercedes. And let's see if we can try and catch up to Mercedes and Alpine. Lap 22 of 52 at the moment. Lap 22 of 52 at the moment. I guess for now we will probably save energy into the corners.
Charge on.
Yeah, we will save energy into the corners.
Mode race.
Copy.
Okay, so yeah. So far, looks like we probably have made a good strategy then. Or good strategy call.
Copy.
Yeah, so we have made a good strategy call. Things are going much better than... Yeah, things are definitely going much better than what they were in Monaco. When Monaco, you guys may remember, we had a terrible race there. We had a completely terrible race. And we basically had a terrible race. We basically had a terrible race. Everything was falling apart for us, but now we are but now things are looking up. Things are looking up for us, which is good. This is what we like to see. This is what we want to see. Vettel overtakes Zhou.
Shut on.
We can take a look now. Taking a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel.
Vettel overtakes Zhou.
Gaining a position there. They make it look so easy.
Brilliant.
And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame.
Brilliant. At least we're still doing well with Valtteri. As long as we're doing well with Valtteri, we should be good. We should be okay, but we should be okay. But at the same time, yeah, okay. So neutral.
Charge on. Yep.
So neutral, yeah, that's all going well at the moment. So that's all going well at the moment, which is what we want to see.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy that.
Yeah, let's try and push a bit, and see if we can try and catch up to,
So you can push a bit more?
let's see if we could. Yeah, let's see if we can try and catch up to George Russell. See if we could try and.
More race.
Copy.
Yeah, let's try and catch up to George Russell here, and hopefully we'll have more luck. Competitor locked up. Okay, who locked
I
up?
think there's been a lock-up. Let's take a closer look. Now let's have a look.
Good.
It's Lance Stroll.
Good.
They've locked up, but that could have been much worse.
Very good.
And
Very
that
good.
was a bitter blow for the team, and it may have really hurt their overall chances.
Very good, Aston Martin. Very, very good. Looks like Aston Martin are in the bin. Aston Martin in the bin. It looks like. Bring the pace down a bit when you can. Okay, we are catching up to. Yeah, we are slowly catching up to.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
Schumacher overtakes Joe. No, thank you. Okay, so maybe we'll pit Joe and put him on intermediates then. Yeah, let's put him on intermediates then. We've done a Ferrari. Yeah, we've basically done a Ferrari, just like Team said. Just like Team said, we've done a Ferrari, basically. Pit the slap. Yeah, we will put him on intermediates.
Box.
Confirm box.
Yeah, there you go. Copy. We need to set pit limiter on.
Another car's run
I think we've
wide.
had a car run wide. Here's the replay. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin.
Good job,
They've taken
Stroll.
that far too wide, and now they're paying the price.
Stroll is making mistakes left, right, and centre. Great job. Great job. Great job. Well, actually, great job by us. That's what I mean. But, yeah. So he's gone from wets to inters, and now he's last. Probably about to be lapped soon. I mean, probably has been lapped. Yep, he's been lapped. Yeah, we were kind of expecting that to happen anyway. To be honest. Lap 25 of 52.
Lift off.
Copy.
Okay, Valtteri is 7th. Is 7th at the moment, so that is definitely good. Hey, he's going to lap his teammate in a second as well, so he's going to lap his teammate in a second as well. Yeah, he's going to lap his teammate. Yeah, things are not looking good for Joe. Things are not looking good for Joe, that's for sure. Yeah, things are not looking good for Joe. But I'm going to say, guys. Yeah, I am going to say that, guys. We won't.
Charge on. Understood.
Yeah, I am going to say though, guys. We won't fire Guan Yu. We won't fire Guan Yu Zhou yet. We won't fire him yet.
Road race.
Copy.
Yeah, we won't fire. We will. I am going to say that we will not fire Guan Yu Zhou yet. Because so far he's put in some fairly good performances. So far he's put in some fairly good performances. He's put in some fairly good performances. So he's put in some fairly good performances. So he's put in some fairly good performances so far. He's put in some fairly good performances so far, and sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we make mistakes. Of course, sometimes we make mistakes. Of course, with what just happened a few minutes ago, that wasn't his fault. That was our fault, because we should have put him on intermediate. No, we should have put him on intermediates, but instead we put him on wets when the track wasn't wet enough for that yet. So yeah. So we should have done that. We should have done that, but lessons learned. Lessons have been learned. Lessons learned. Definitely lessons have been learned, guys. Definitely lessons have been learned. And what I have learned today, guys, and I am going to say what I have learned today, guys. So I am going to say that, guys. The one thing I've learned today is the one thing I've learned today is definitely I've definitely learned that you always have to put your drivers on the right. You have to put your drivers on the right tyres. Always remember to put your drivers on the right tyres when it's raining, or before it rains, or when it's raining. When it's raining, that's what I've learned so far today. So once again, guys, lessons have been learned. I've definitely learned my lesson. And that is to not I've definitely learned my lesson, and that's I've definitely learned my lesson, and that is to and that is all, and that I've definitely learned my lesson, and that's to always remember to put your drivers on the right tyres. Not put your tyres on the right drivers. That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. So I actually mean put the drivers on the right. I actually mean put the drivers on the right tyres. That's what I meant to say. So far we are doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. We should. We are definitely doing pretty well, and things are looking up. Things are definitely looking up so far. So I think we may be able to regain points this race. We should be able to regain points this race, unless something else goes wrong, which I hope nothing else goes wrong. Yes, sir. Yes, guys. So so far intermediates were definitely the right tyre It's still it is still, we are definitely still on the right tire at the moment. It's still raining. It's probably going to start chucking it down with rain soon. Around lap 30 to 40, so that's going to be like 10 laps, but I don't think in 10 laps I don't think we will be putting on the wets when it comes to we won't be putting on the wets. I don't think we will be putting on the wets. We will be staying with the inters until it gets dry. If it doesn't get dry, then we should have our work cut out for us. Hopefully, our work should be cut out for us if we're lucky. So yeah. So far, we are definitely having a good race. Yeah, we are definitely having a good race so far, and I'm also just going to take another quick break, guys, and I will be back in a second. Okay guys, I am now back. I'm now back. Let's see what everyone is doing in the pits. Let's see what everyone's doing in the pits here. Oh wow, everyone's going to, or some drivers are going to wets. So far, some drivers are going to wets, it looks like. 3 drivers have done that so far. So, yeah. Yeah, some drivers have done that so far. Alonso's in. Alonso's in. He's on intermediates. He's probably going to go to. He's going to go to wets, I'm guessing. Yeah, so he's going to wets. And so he's going to wets. So he's going to wets. It's about to start. It's about to start pouring it down soon, or chucking it down with rain. So yeah. Yeah, so it's definitely going to start pouring it down with rain. So he's on wets. Yeah, so Alonso's on wets, it looks like. Valtteri is currently on intermediates still. Oh, whoops. Yeah, so he's on wets. Valtteri is on intermediates. I wonder if everyone else is going to go to. Yeah, I wonder if everyone. Actually, I think everyone else is still quite a bit behind. So if we pit Valtteri for another set of intermediates, then we should be good. No one else will come out in front of us, no one will be able to come out in front of us. Everyone else in front of us will, of course, pull away at that point. I locked up there, I'm trying to keep it steady. Okay. I copy. Careful.
Let's see what happened there.
Really?
Let's take another look. There we have Joe. Well, they've lost it. They've locked up.
Oh, he locked up. Okay.
The team are devastated. They'll be questioning just what happened out there.
I don't know. I don't know at this point. I honestly don't know. Yeah, so we have a huge gap at the moment. Yeah, we have a huge gap, so we should be good. If we decide to pit Valtteri now, we should be okay. I think. So I think we'll pit Valtteri for another set of intermediates. Let's pit Valtteri for another set of intermediates then. So yeah, that's how his car's tyre life is looking at the moment. So we will stick him on another set of intermediates. It's like that lap 33 at the moment. So pit. Yep, we will pit him this lap. We will pit him this lap.
Okay, box.
They are still quite a bit behind us, so we should be okay. We should be okay, hopefully. Yeah, they are miles behind us so far. Yeah, we are miles behind them. They are miles behind us. 100% wet. To be honest, it's too late now. To be honest, guys, it's too late now. So yeah, it's too late now. I think we will lose a load of time in the pit lane. I think we're gonna get lapped here as well. So yeah. Come on, guys. We need a quick stop. Quick stop. Come on. Quick stop. Come on. Okay. Looks like they will probably need training then.
Nice work.
Okay, we will definitely have to. Oh, the track should dry up soon.
Looks like
Brilliant.
that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Joe overtakes Latifi. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can try and pull away from these guys. Let's see if we can try and pull away from them. Let's try and pull away from them. Let's see if we can try and pull away from these guys. Yeah, we're going to try and pull away from them. This probably is a bad idea, but let's see how things go. Let's see how things go. Things could either go, well, really? Really? You decided to let him through, and you were pulling away massively.
Can reduce and lift off a bit.
Really? So you were pulling away, and you decided to let them through, and you decided to let the Ferrari through. Welcome into viewer number 5. Welcome in. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We did have 5 viewers in the stream. Looks like we're now down to 3 or 2 or 3. We're gonna get lapped by a Ferrari here, aren't we?
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
We were looking so good for points. We were looking so good for
More
points.
charge off, please.
We were in 6th.
Yeah, copy.
We were in 6th, and we were looking good for points as well. Brilliant. Yeah, we were looking so good for points as well. Great.
More charge, more charge.
Copy.
Great. Alonso is 5th. He's into pits for... Yeah, he's in the pits for... Actually, I don't know what he's in the pits for, but he's on... wets at the... Yeah, he's on wets at the moment. What's he on to? He's on to intermediates. Okay. Okay, so he's on to intermediates. Not sure what other drivers are doing at the moment. Valtteri's done 2 stops. Zhou's done 2 stops. And both of our drivers are lapped, which is so annoying. It's going to be 10 times easier to... It's going to be 10 times easier to be lapped around the Red Bull ring as well. So yeah. Carlos Sainz is going from, I think those were wets to intermediates. Leclerc has now lapped us, unless he's been lapped as well. Nope, looks like he has lapped us. Oh, for goodness sake. Tyres slightly overheating. The track should dry up soon. Oh, for goodness sake.
So there's rain. All clear.
Copy.
Rain has stopped. Okay, imagine the track degrees thing's gonna go down soon, I bet.
And that's the lockup.
Schumacher lock
Let's
up
have a
turn 2,
Right,
not
watch
turn
this.
12.
There's Schumacher, and there's the lockup. It almost got away from them entirely.
Yeah, he went quite far off the track.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see how everything's going here. So Leclerc, what's Leclerc doing? He's going from wets to good. Ferrari strategies. good. It's dry. It's dry. It's dry. It's dry. It's dry, and you're putting on intermediates. What do you got, Ferrari? What are you guys doing? Wets and intermediates. What are you guys doing? Really? You're putting on intermediates. And it's wet. No, and it's dry. 38 at the
Alfa Romeo
moment.
just moved up a place.
Oh, Joe overtakes Stroll.
We can take a look now. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. And they clear it. Big move for them and a race position gained.
To be honest, it's still wet.
Back in the garage, the team absolutely loved it.
To be honest, it does still look wet, but... what should we do? What should we do? Is this a Ferrari? Yes, it is. Okay, let's see if we can try
So
and...
let's focus on the race now.
Set the RST deploying, go for it. Gotcha.
Advance the race position.
Leclerc overtakes Bottas. No, thank you. We were not to be doing that. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can try and catch up to
And remember to use overtake.
Leclerc.
Copy.
Let's see if we can try and catch up to Leclerc here. And to be honest, I think we will pit. Yeah, let's pit next lap then. I think it's probably time for it might be time for dries here. Yeah, let's see what happens here, and we will just wait until the track damper goes down, or the track condition goes down or something, which so far it looks like it has.
No overtake.
Let's take a closer look. Let's take another look. There we have Joe.
Joe overtaken by, or overtaking someone.
Gaining a position there. Oh, they make it look so easy.
Joe overtakes Albon.
The
Okay.
driver's team there cheering them on.
Okay. Okay, good. Lap 41 of 52. Okay, I think it's now time for... Yeah, I think it's now time for dries again. So let's go on to... how are we doing at the moment? How are we doing at the moment? It's lap 41, is it? Lap 41. Okay. Okay, so we will, so I think we will... let's see if we could... Should we try and get a fastest lap? Nah, let's not. Yeah, nah, let's go for let's go for mediums.
Box this lap, box.
No, we won't pit Joe yet. We won't pit Joe. I mean, the one thing I would love to do, guys, is maybe try and get Valtteri's lap back. That's what I would love to do, but unfortunately we can't because we're not close enough. So yeah. So yes, we are not close enough. Not close enough, so we will not be able to do that, annoyingly. But you know what, guys, we should be okay. It should be okay. So lap 42 of 52 at the moment. Okay. Valtteri's now in for dry tyres. He's going from intermediates to mediums. And then I think let's see if we can try and get Joe into the pits, and we will stick him onto. Should we try maybe a fresh set of softs? Yeah, let's do a fresh set of softs.
Box, confirm.
Yes, so Valtteri's now on to, yeah, he's now in 11th. Yeah, so he's now on to 11. Joe is now 17th. Joe is 17th. He's pitting this lap for softs. He's pitting this lap for softs.
Understood. Pit limiter enabled.
Or going from he's going from intermediates to softs. So let's see how he does. Go for softs. Okay. Time in pits, 36 point something. Okay. Joe is now. Oh, great. Okay.
14.
Okay, so he's now 2 laps down.
Charge on. Copy.
Magnussen overtakes Bottas.
Mode race.
Copy that.
It's curtains for our race. It's going to be curtains for our race.
Charge on. Yeah, copy. Last one.
It's curtains for our race. Okay, let's push and see if we can try and salvage something here. Let's see if we can try and salvage something.
Push hard now.
Copy that.
Yeah, let's see if we can try and salvage something and try and. Yeah, let's see if we can try and salvage something and maybe try and get a position. Maybe try and get some positions back. Because they will not be happy. The board will not be happy with 14th and 20th. So yeah.
Ugly yellow ahead. Copy.
Albon spin on turn
Here's the
16.
replay. Now watch this. Here's the moments involving Albon. Look at that! They've spun their car.
Ah, brilliant. Brilliant. Great job. Great job.
Mode race. Understood.
Great job, Williams. Looks like we might be able to gain some positions back here. Lando Norris in the pits, Gasly in the pits, Ricciardo in the pits, Ocon in the pits, Tsunoda in the pits, Perez in the pits, Hamilton in the pits, Magnussen in the pits. It's Pit Stop City! It's Pit Stop City here at the British Grand Prix. It is literally Pit Stop City. It's actually hilarious. It is literally hilarious. It is Pit Stop City. Oh my gosh. Literally Pit Stop City here. Okay, let's see what's going on. So Lewis Hamilton has gone from wet tyres to softs. Alonso has gone to intermediates. George Russell is going from intermediates.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo.
To Zhou,
Let's see what happened there.
to
now let's watch this.
whatever.
The Alfa Romeo involved in this one.
Let's see what's happened here. He gets past.
And they get past, which moves them up a position.
He manages to... Okay, that was
The
Zhou.
team
Yeah, that was
watching
Zhou,
on
I think.
and clearly loving that.
Okay, so it's probably not going to be very good for Zhou, but it will be good for Valtteri, because Valtteri's now in 8th. He's now in 8th, and he was 14th until pit stops happened. So pit stops have really saved our race. The pit stops have really saved us here, which is really good. It's really good. So Sainz and Verstappen, softs. So softs for Verstappen. Carlos Sainz onto softs. Let's see. Albon is now onto softs. Nicholas Latifi is on softs, I think. That's a new fastest lap. New fastest lap for Valtteri Bottas. Great stuff. Great stuff, Valtteri. Great stuff, mate. That's what we want to see. That's the kind of pace we want to see. That's the kind of pace we want to see, mate. Great job. That's what we want to see from my... Yeah, that's what we want to see.
Third fuel.
Copy.
That's what we want to... That's what I want to see from my... That's what we want to see... That's what I want to see from my star driver there. That's for sure. Okay, so Leclerc 7th. Oh, he might gain this position here. He might gain a position from Leclerc. That's definitely good for us. So Zhou is... no, not Zhou. So Leclerc is going from wherever he was to... So Leclerc is going from whatever tyres he was going from to softs. Okay. So he's on... So let's see. I did not mean to look at the constructors. So where is he? Leclerc, there he is. Yeah, so he is now on 2. So yeah, so Charles Leclerc was on intermediates. He's now switched to softs. Okay. So now I think we will try and see if we can try and battle him here. Push.
Charge on.
Aggressive.
All good.
Aggressive. Let's try and be aggressive here. Come on.
You can push. All good.
Come on, Valtteri. Come on, Valtteri. You are now my star driver. You are now my star driver in Alfa Romeo. You are now my star driver, and you guys have heard that correct. You guys have heard that correctly. Valtteri Bottas is now my star driver in Alfa Romeo. He's now a star driver in Alfa Romeo.
Switch charge on.
Copy.
I am so proud of you, Valtteri.
Same fuel and follow that.
I am so proud of you, mate.
Yeah, copy.
I'm so proud of you. You're 8th. You are 8th at the moment. You are 8th at the moment. You don't.
6 laps to go.
Yeah, you are 8th at the moment. You don't. Yeah, you are 8th at the moment. You are 8th at the moment, and you don't understand how. You really don't understand how proud I am of you. right now, Walter. You don't know how proud I am of you. I am going to say, guys, he doesn't know how proud of him I am at the moment. He doesn't know how proud of him I am. And to be honest, guys, I am quite proud of him. So yeah, I am quite proud of him as he's my star, as he's now my star driver. Okay, so we're now going
You
to.
can push a bit more. Copy.
Okay, so we're now going to try and catch up to Charles Leclerc as we only have a couple of laps to go. Let's see if we can try and grab. Let's see if we can try and grab back our 7th place. And okay, we don't need we don't need an Alpine in front of us at the moment.
5 laps to go. 5 laps.
Yeah, we don't need a Alpine in front of us. I'm not really sure. Not really sure if that's. Tires are getting a little warm. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's Alonso or if that's Ocon. Okay, let's try avoid curbs. I think that's the best we can do. That's the best we can do because he's now going to be caught behind. Because he's now going to be caught behind the dirty air yeah, he's now going to be caught behind the dirty air of whoever that was. I think. Oh no! I think that was Esteban Ocon. Was it? Was that Esteban Ocon? I think it might have been. Let's see. Okay, I think that might have been Ocon. Where is he? There he is. Unless that's someone else, that's probably Ocon. Unless he's pushing. He might be pushing. He might be pushing.
So we have 4 laps to go.
Yeah, he might be pushing, and if he is, yeah, I don't really see the point. I think that's a Red Bull or a McLaren or something. Yeah, I don't really know which one that is. If it's a Red Bull or a McLaren. I think it might be. It might be a Red Bull, probably. Okay, it might be Perez. Okay. Yeah, it's probably Perez, I believe.
Tsunoda off track. Copy.
Yuki Tsunoda off track.
Let's take a look at the replay. Now look at this. It was the Alfa Tauri driver involved. Oh, and there's the lockup.
Good job.
That's the last thing they'll have wanted. The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
Yeah, great job. Great job, Tsunoda. Great job, mate. Yeah, that's not a great idea, is it? It's not a great idea. Yes, definitely not a great idea. That's for sure. Yeah. Okay, so I think Leclerc is now pulled away. Yeah, I think Leclerc is now pulled away, so yeah, he's now pulled away. There's no point in trying to carry on fighting him because he's now gone.
Save fuel. Copy.
For a second, I thought. For a second, I thought. For a second, I thought on the grass. For a second, I thought on the grass that was a car. I thought that was another race car for a second, or another competitor, but apparently it wasn't. Okay. Yeah, so apparently I don't think it was. So yeah. Okay, so Okay, so I am going to say that, guys, if we can get these 3 points, even though it's not going to be much, yeah, even though it's not going to be much, I bet it will be enough to make Alfa Romeo happy. To make Alfa Romeo happy again. Hopefully it will.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Verstappen is now on to lap 52, on to the final lap, in other words.
More charge off, please.
Copy.
Set ERS to neutral. Okay. Okay, so Verstappen is now on to lap 52.
This will be the last lap now, last lap.
Valtteri is now on to the last lap as well. So his last lap is lap 51. So for him it's 51 laps. For other drivers looks like it's going to be 50 laps or so. Push Leclerc, he's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. I think he. I don't think that. I don't think we'll be able to do it. We won't be able to do it. We're just going to bring the car home here. We're just going to bring the car home here. Another driver is over the line, first place taken. Competitor 1.
Over the line.
Oh gosh, I'm gutted. Oh.
Let's have a look.
Okay.
And there it is. The Dutchman, Max Verstappen, has taken first.
Well, it was never certain, but if anything, that must make the victory taste even sweeter.
Okay, so Verstappen wins the British Grand Prix,
Over the line.
and we
Good job, good points.
Very good, solid race again. Drive offline, save fuel.
and we managed to meet expectations once again by grabbing some more points, along with, I think, the fastest lap. So we are 8th and 17th. We are 8th and 17th. So 8th and 17th. So Valtteri has had a much better race than. Yeah, he's had a much better race than last stream, which is really good. He's had a much better race than what he did in Canada. Where in Canada, Valtteri and Zhou. Of course, you guys may be able to remember that Valtteri and Zhou, of course, they were tied from the race, but now.
This is a decent enough result here from Valtteri Bottas.
We
Not a
managed
bad run
to.
from Alfa Romeo this weekend, but before the next race, I think they'll want to take a good look at what they can improve.
There's no rest for F1 teams. Let's hope their hard work can get them closer to exceeding expectations in the next race.
The end this weekend in 5th place in the constructor standings.
Next
Okay,
time,
fair.
the teams will be forging ahead at full throttle through the Styrian forest. The Austrian Grand Prix is right around the corner.
Okay, so 8th. So 8th is a pretty good result. 8th is a pretty good result, and hopefully, hopefully the board will be happy about that. The board should be happy about that, hopefully. Yeah, they should be happy about that, hopefully. Zhou is 17th. Zhou is 17th, which is that's a really bad outing for that's a really bad outing for Zhou in Alfa Romeo. Yes, and once again, guys, I am going to try and remember next episode or in the next stream. I'm going to try and remember to switch drivers from Zhou Guanyu to Robert Kubica. So I'm going to try and remember that. I need to try and remember that. So that's for sure. I need to try and remember that. So that's for sure. But here, I need to try and remember that. That's for sure. But here are. But yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. That's for sure, guys. That's for sure, guys. But here are the race results. We have Max Verstappen as the winner. Driving in Red Bull. Max Verstappen. We have Max Verstappen in Red Bull. Max Verstappen in Red Bull as the winner of the British Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz in Ferrari. Carlos Sainz in second in Ferrari. Sergio Perez third, driving for Red Bull. Lewis Hamilton fourth, driving for Mercedes. Fernando Alonso fifth, driving for Alpine. George Russell sixth, driving for Mercedes. Charles Leclerc seventh, driving for Ferrari. Valtteri Bottas eighth, driving for Alfa Romeo. Once again, really good result. Daniel Ricciardo ninth, driving for McLaren. Daniel Ricciardo ninth, driving for McLaren. Pierre Gasly 10th, driving for AlphaTauri. Lando Norris 11th, driving for McLaren. Esteban Ocon 12th, driving for Haas. Kevin Magnussen 13th, driving for Haas. Yuki Tsunoda 19th, driving for AlphaTauri. Sebastian Vettel 15th, driving for Aston Martin. Mick Schumacher 16th, driving for Haas. Zhou Guanyu 17th, driving Zhou Guanyu 17th, driving for Alfa Romeo. Once again, a really bad outing for him. Lance Stroll 18th, driving for Aston Martin. Alexander Albon 19th, driving for Williams. Nicholas Latifi 20th, driving for Williams. And now we will be looking at the drivers' standings. Charles Leclerc. And now we will be looking at the driver standings with Charles Leclerc leading the way. Max Verstappen second. Max Verstappen second. Carlos Sainz third. Sergio Perez fourth. Lewis Hamilton fifth. Fernando Alonso sixth. George Russell seventh. Esteban Ocon eighth. Pierre Gasly ninth. Valtteri Bottas 10th. Kevin Magnussen 11th. Zhou Guanyu 12th. Daniel Ricciardo 13th, not 14th. Lando Norris 14th. Yuki Tsunoda 15th, Mick Schumacher 16th, Sebastian Vettel 17th, Lance Stroll 18th, Nicholas Latifi 19th, Alexander Albon in 20th. Alexander Albon 20th, driving for Williams. So we are looking pretty good so far, which is what we like to see. Which is what we like to see. Here are the constructor standings. Here are the constructor standings. Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, Alfa Romeo. What? Mercedes, Alpine, Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri, Haas, McLaren, Aston Martin, and Williams. And there you go. Guys. Let's see how everything is doing here. Looks like everything is going well so far. That's what we like to see. And we still didn't meet the bonuses. Okay. Performance in consecutives. Sponsor base rates. Okay. Yep, we didn't meet the goals for that, unfortunately. But never mind. Never mind, guys. There's always next race. I guess. So yeah. So yes, guys. There's always a next race where we should be able to make up, or where we should be able to make it up more as well. So yes. And now we have 34. And now we have 34. We have $34 or £34. £34 million. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. And so now like I promised at the beginning of the stream, guys, we will have a little look at stuff here. So here we have so here we have the factory. So here we have the factory. So here we have the factory. 7 million. Design center. 11,500,000. Wind tunnel 10 million. CFD simulator 10 million. Suspension simulator 10 million. Car part test center 6,750,000. Oh my gosh. All of this is so expensive, man. Yeah, things are looking expensive here at the moment. Wind tunnel, safety simulator, factory. It would be good to do some stuff. With the wind tunnel, because then we could maybe try and get quicker. How much would that be? 24,000. If we decide to upgrade the wind tunnel. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then we will hopefully have... And then hopefully we'll be a lot better as well. Should be a lot better. 10 million on the CFD simulator. Suspension simulator, car park test centre 6 million. So that would go back down to 17,716,000, I think that said. Okay, so staff for facilities, 2,200,000. Scouting department. We won't be looking at the driver market. I'm going to say that, guys, we won't be looking at the driver market until probably around the end of the season, or possibly by the time the season has ended. But I think by the time the season has ended, guys, we'll possibly look at the driver market then and see who else is available around there. We will see who's available there. Let's have a little look at this. 16 million to upgrade the race simulator. Level 5 of 5. Okay. Yeah, I think we should be good then. Operations facilities. The boardroom is looking okay at the moment. Hospitality area is looking okay at the moment as well. Weather centre's looking okay. Helipad is looking okay as well. Memorabilia room, 1,173,300 as well. Tour centre, 475,000. Yeah, 475,200. Yeah, okay, so everything is looking okay at the moment. I think... is there anything that we could possibly do here? I think we should be good. Is there anything that we need to do in the driver stuff? Cars... No, it looks like everything's looking good. Yeah, it looks like everything is looking good for Austria. And the reason I am saying that, guys, is because the reason I'm saying that, guys, is because okay, now I remember. So the reason I'm what was I on about? So the reason I'm saying that things are looking that the reason I'm saying that the reason I'm saying that things are looking good for Austria is mainly because you need a lot of power. You need a lot of power and downforce. Well, no, not downforce, but you need a lot of power, of power around. You need a lot of power around Austria. So yeah, Patrick Stafford is definitely happy with the performance. So he's definitely happy. He's definitely happy with the performance. So yep. Thanks, Patrick. I do appreciate it. And once again, guys, here is the news for the. Here's the news for the for what happened with the British Grand Prix. So yes, and that's everything for the British Grand Prix there. The high-speed cornering of car 1 could be better. Okay, so we will look at that. Next stream. I think we will look at that. In the next F1 Manager stream, guys. I think so. I think we will do the next 3 or the next load of. Yeah, we will do the next load of Yeah, we will get the next load of upgrades, I think, and then I think we should be good. We should be good then, I think. Okay, so yes, let's go and grab the next load of upgrades, and there you go. Okay, there's still not really any time to try and get anything on, but yeah, it's about to be honest, that should be okay. But let's have a little look at how everything is going. So we've had 3 disappointing Grand Prix, and not 3 disappointing Grand Prix or Grand Prix. Yeah, we've had 3 disappointing Grand Prix weekends, and we managed to exceed expectations at Silverstone. So we are definitely pretty quick at some tracks. We are definitely pretty quick at some tracks. We're definitely pretty quick at some tracks. We're definitely pretty quick at some tracks, and those tracks are Jeddah, Melbourne, Miami Gardens, Barcelona, and Silverstone. So we were definitely looking strong. So we were definitely looking pretty strong around those tracks. But I think this is where I'm now. But I think this is where I'm now going to be. So I think this is where I'm going to be ending this. So I think this is where I'm going to be ending this F1 Manager stream here. So I think I'm going to be ending this F1 Manager stream here. F1 Manager 22 stream here. So I think I'm now going to be ending this F1 Manager 22 stream here. So if you did it, I'm now going to be ending this. I'm now going to be ending this. I'm now going to be ending this. I'm not going to be ending this part. I'm not going to be ending this F1 Manager 22 stream here. So I'm not going to be ending this part of F1 Manager. I'm not going to be ending this F1 Manager stream here. I'm not going to be ending I'm now going to be ending this part of F1. I'm now going to be ending this F1 Manager 22 stream. I'm not going to be ending this F1 Manager 22 stream. So if you did enjoy the stream, make sure to follow the NASCAR Gaming 954 channel, so you don't miss out on any other upcoming streams or videos. And with all that being said, I've been NASCAR Gaming 954 on the NASCAR Gaming 954 channel. Goodbye, and I will see you all in the next stream. Goodbye, everyone.